Okay, gentlemen, tomorrow we cannot think the unthinkable. Can Arsenal lose to Hull City? That's unthinkable. Can Orlando Pirates lose 4 cup finals in one season? That is a thought. If you're a Pirates fan, it's unthinkable. I wouldn't want to be a Pirates player right now. The butterflies must be this big in their stomachs.
That has never ever happened.
Possibly in the world.
Exactly. That has never ever happened. And I think it's going to be a big one. Pirates players are going to be under pressure because they have to win this one after losing 3 cup finals in a row. At the same time, Kevin Hunt, when it comes to cup finals, he does very well. He plans very well. He did that against Sunhouse. The Sunhouse team that he beat in the Nedbank Cup Final 2 seasons ago was a very good team. But he planned very well and beat them. So I think Pirates are going to be in very, very difficult situation.
You're actually saying you think they're going to lose their 4th one, but you don't have the heart to actually say the words.
I think they're going to, what, my head says Kevin Hunt is going to win this one.
You know what, Hunty reminds me of that man Mourinho. He's very good at planning for an individual match. Mark, what do you think? He'll sit, he'll analyze, he'll say, you just worry about that guy, you neutralize that guy. That's Hunty's strength.
That is Hunty's strength, but I mean, Vivi's been, he's been giving it loads about how he knows how to win a final. And he's been talking all season about how his players are tired and they just want the season to end. And I mean, how do you come out in the media and say that kind of thing when you've got this big final, and all this pressure on you to deliver? Because I mean, for the players, I mean, it must be quite worrying when your coach is saying, giving this, unless he's trying to protect.
I think Vivi was trying to protect him, saying that, and in a way, it's also. He's saying, don't blame me for the problems that are here that I've just found. Right now, I presume that's not the message he's giving them behind the scenes. The message has got to be, you can't feel tired. You're in a cup final. I mean, there's no room for tired.
The disadvantage of Pirates is that you must look at the intensity of their league games. The Pirates have been out of the league title since the beginning of the year. So this is for them, as this last 10 league games has been more of an off season. They've been going through
in many ways, yeah.
So I think that's going to work against them. At the same time, if you look at Vitz were number 3 on the log and they were chasing the league title until the last game against Chiefs. So in terms of that, I think this is going to almost suit Vitz.
They've built up to this. They're finishing on a high. They've moved towards it. I have to say it's a bit of a head on a heart thing. My head says Vitz. My heart, it's unspeakable. I cannot conceive of a club losing 4 trophies in a season. It breaks my heart to think of it. I'm sorry, Vitz guys. I mean, I studied at the university. I'm supposed to have a bit of a soft spot, but I really do want to see Pirates happy at the end of the day. But I also I can't disagree with you guys. I worry about how they're going to counter what Vitz are going to bring to them.
And Pirates players are very tired because I mean Magnes has played about 50 games as well as Senzo Meyiwa. You look at all the squad players, how many games have played right through the season, and you compare them to Vitz. Vitz have got players. The Vitz players have got a point to prove. Sbusa Vilakazi has been playing well.
That's the other thing.
He wants to prove a chance to show that this is big cup final. Stembishanga was played very well. He scored like how many goals? 6 goals in the last 6 months. So he's also got a point to prove.
But are we maybe just not undermining and underrating the Pirates players? These are seasoned players, some of them. I mean, people like Dane Clayton know what it is to win things. He's been carrying an injury but forcing himself through. A lot of these guys are what you would call winners, are people who are part of the double champion winning teams of just the other day. I get mad at fans who are criticising Pirates this season. It's an achievement to reach 3 cup finals in 2.5 months. It's a tragedy to lose them all, but it doesn't make you rubbish. And I agree with the chairman when he said this is a great achievement. My players must feel proud of what they've done. I hope they can pay back those words tomorrow by doing themselves proud as well. Finding the legs. Tired is also in the head. If you're tired but you feel like you're winning and things are going your way, you feel less tired. I mean, we get tired on deadline, but we feel we're doing a good magazine, we keep going.
I just hope we don't get a tired final though, because I mean,
no, we don't want that.
We think when coaches are saying, I know how to win, there's this perception that we think that they're going to start parking the bus, and is it going to be a boring 0-0, extra time and penalties? I mean, Pirates have a lot to lose, so it won't surprise me if he tries to score one and sit back.
The Munib Joseph's factor. Ever since the Honourable Minister of Sport had a go at him,
He's been
Maniv's
playing
been like
very
a
well.
man possessed.
No, he's been playing very well, as well as Matthew Booth has also been playing very well. I mean, sometimes been coming on as a substitute, but he's been playing very well.
But also on the other side is Senzo Mayua for Pirates.
Yeah.
Who a lot of the Pirates fans are up in arms because he wasn't nominated for the goalkeeper of the season.
Yeah, I also feel that he was hard done by it, because I mean he's been one of the best goalkeepers this season. He's played very well for Pirates.
He took them through in the CAF
In
Championship.
Africa, he really was
Although
critical.
Although does it actually
Exactly.
count to the PSL though? Because
Well, it wouldn't.
It does.
There's
Because, I mean,
the
it's
overall
called-
football of the season
Exactly,
award.
it's not called like players player of the
Mm.
season. Or,
But it will be a battle of the keepers.
I do think that Munib seems to have got some of that mojo back. Watching him in the semi-final,
Yeah, it was incredible.
he was like a Superman.
But
Cat
the
was
key, but the
flying.
key players by far are going to be Vilakazi versus Manyisa.
Well, that's a
So
hell of a
those are
battle in
yeah,
midfield,
exactly.
eh?
Those
I
are
mean,
going to be the key players.
just breaking that actual battle down, guys. How do you see it playing out?
I see them. They play in different roles. Vilakazi is more. I mean, he's an attacking midfielder, but
Yeah.
he's more the guy who finishes off their chances. He's not really the creative force.
That's
Whereas
true.
Manisa, he's not really a box-to-box player either.
Mm.
Vilakazi,
He's
he's
more
more
of
of
a
he's more of a forward.
But in terms of influence of what they bring into the team, they bring a lot. Manyisa brings a lot of influence to the team. If he plays well, Paris team tends to do well as well. When Vilakazi plays well, the Vitz team also tends to do well. Besides the fact that he's one of the younger players in the team. So
Yeah, I think a lot might depend on those two young midfielders and on the two goalies. You know what? I prefer not to overstate the goalkeeper, because for me, football's about so much else, and the goalie is an obvious part of it that everyone latches onto. But in this case, Slim Cut is a match winner. He can make or break a game. He's that type of goalkeeper, and Senzo has shown that as well.
Look,
I do think Hunty does know how to drive a bus and reverse it in front of a goalpost very well.
I mean, I just think it will come down to the keepers in the end. I can't see it being an open game, and I think it's probably going to go to penalties. And I think
who do you give it to?
between Senzo and Munir,
Yeah.
I'd have to
Moment
say
of
Senzo.
brilliance or a moment of
give it to
blunder?
Senzo.
I
What
think
will
Senzo's
decide?
got the experience.
You
He's got
think?
the he's
No.
got, he seems to have the penalty juju.
If
on
I had to
his side.
say it's penalties, then I will go with Munib to be
And
the
I'll,
winner.
I'll go with Manib.
Slim Cut
Regardless
will-
whether it's penalty or open play. I'll
He
give
saved
it
the
to
penalties of Chiefs' two most crucial and experienced players. Bang bang, laughed at them. It was that just set up that semi-final win, which I just don't think Chiefs saw coming. I hope it doesn't go all the way to that, but I think it will be a tough game. I hope it's a moment of individual brilliance. Can Matlaba find one more rocket in his locker this season? Maybe the way to beat Slim Cut.
I'll give this one 2-1 to Vitz.
2-1. That's a lot
2-1
of
to
goals.
Vitz.
What do you say?
I say 0-0 extra time and penalties.
And who wins on penalties?
Pirates.
Okay. And you? Buccaneer.
Hey, I just want Arsenal to beat Hull City, guys. I can't cope with both of these scenarios. They're too frightening. I'm sorry, Vitz. I really think I'll cry for all the small children who've grown up supporting Pirates. To lose 4 finals in a season is just uncontemplable. Is that how you say it? I really want Pirates to win, so I'm going to say they're going to pull off a 1-0. Matlaba. Rocket, 79th minute. That's it.